Hello there. I'm going to give a quick tour of the band pages administration section. So as you can see here, I've implemented authentication through Firebase's authentication API. All this code you can see on my GitHub repository. The first section I'm going to show you is the media edit section, which basically you'll be able to select videos and select a Spotify playlist that will be passed to the landing page of this website. In order to do this, you need to go through the authentication routes for each respective website's OAuth authentication routes. So for YouTube, you have to go through Google's authentication routes, and for Spotify, you have to go through Spotify's authentication routes. I was doing some testing earlier, so the OAuth token is still valid for the YouTube authentication routes. So what this section of the site will do is it will populate all of the videos from the selected YouTube channel's video list, and then it will populate them all in the selectable video section. From there, you can select each of these videos, as you can see here, and then it'll go past the video IDs into the Firebase database, and then these videos will be selected to play on the front end. Also, if you don't want them, you just click on them and it basically deletes it. This is all managed through local state, so that's why these videos don't show up in order. For the Spotify authentication, or the Spotify playlists, just do the Spotify authentication, and basically it populates all this playlists from a given user's list of playlists, and they populate as buttons. So as you go through them, you can only select one at a time, since the Spotify widget can only play one playlist at a time. So yeah, as you can see here, as soon as it's chosen, it turns into an unhighlightable button. And if you want to choose a different one, you choose a different one. The next section I want to show you is the scheduling section. So this is where the band can just put out a list of all their upcoming shows. So the first section here is the initial show's input. So let's say the person wanted to play on June 4th. They wanted to play at their local grocery store. And the grocery store is somewhere in Brooklyn. You basically submit, and it shows up here. Now, let's say they get some detail wrong. They're like, oh, it's actually not somewhere in Brooklyn, and it's not going to be on June 4th, or it'll be on June 5th at 4:30. And it's actually somewhere in Staten Island. And it saves. And you can edit each one of these individually. And every time you hit the edit button, it changes to that particular line. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.